As Wiley Todd says in the chat, hype, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. It's been, David, the last time we did a show was April the 23rd.
Wow.
2 months. This is sort of like, apparently, I've never watched an episode of South Park, so I don't really know. And I know that, like, TV talk, I understand the social impact that South Park has had on the world, the comedy impact, all the things. I know that it's funny. It wasn't my thing. Okay. But apparently, like, all South Park does now is, like, every few months they, like, have a show. Like, is that true that they, like, they just release episodes when they want to?
I haven't seen it in a long time, but I saw something about Trey Parker and Matt Stoney to, like, re-up their deal or something like that, or because I think the only thing I've heard is because Paramount is in limbo right now. Paramount, they're trying to sell off Paramount. They're trying to find a buyer. It might be Skydance. Okay. So I know if that happens, that's been the news. Like, who's going to pay these guys? They signed a massive deal a few years ago, like hundreds of millions. So they need to figure out how they're going to pay those guys. But good for them. They're still making content.
Paramount wants to ditch South Park. Is that what they want?
Paramount just wants to be bought. They're looking for buyers, and they're hoping that Skydance might buy them. But it's been a nightmare of trying to sell them. Yeah, they're trying to sell it. Yeah.
So what would the new streaming service be called? Skymount?
Combined. It'd probably still be Paramount Plus, just with a new owner.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So we'll see.
So it's sort of like when the Utah Jazz, like the New Orleans Jazz just became the Utah Jazz, and they're like, there's not much jazz in Utah.
Well, look at the news just now. Like, I guess the Buss family is about to sell the Lakers for about $10 billion. That was just announced about maybe 30 minutes ago. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they're going to sell it to the guy who owns the Dodgers for $10 billion. So big money.
$10 billion.
$10 billion dollars.
I wonder what Stephen A. Smith has to say about this. LeBron James is a personal friend of mine. 10 billion, David. Okay, sorry. Jeffrey S. says it best. It will be called Skynet, of course. Yes.
Ooh, that's a great name.
Pretty good.
That's a great name. I like Skynet. Skynet Plus. Skynet Plus. Plus. That's the one. You have to have the plus at the end. Yes.
You do have to have the plus because you don't want the robots to kill you.
That's right. Must have a plus.
Yep. Okay.
Josh, we have robot shows to talk about this week.
Okay, so I haven't started Murderbot yet.
No, I would never ask you to watch that. I would not ask you to watch that.
But I hear it's like pretty good.
It's very good. It's very. I've read the books too. So and my dad's read the books. So it was kind of sentimental for us to watch that. So I was really excited about it. I'm a fan.
Okay. Well, I think everything from now on, based solely on the interactions I have with people that I don't see in a while, is like I have to actually give an opinion on Aaron Rodgers. So I'll give an opinion on Aaron Rodgers along with Murderbot. Like everything just comes with an Aaron Rodgers caveat at this point. Because everybody's like, oh, I hate him. He's going to suck. The Steelers are going to suck. I'm like, guys, I don't know what to tell you, but anything's better than Russell Wilson at this point. Now, I could be wrong, okay? But anything, just give me anything. And if it's Aaron Rodgers, sick. Like the dude can probably still throw the football better than 90% of the quarterbacks in the NFL. I don't know. Anyway.
And I guess, Josh, I need to give my opinion because our quarterback, Josh Allen, is a married man to Mrs. Haley Steinfeld, which is his fan. Larry David was at the wedding.
Ooh.
So their wedding, they didn't allow any cell phones.
Okay.
So the only photographs that we're seeing were done by the professional photographers.
Okay.
So I want to know who knows Larry, because Larry David is a lot older than Josh and Haley. So like, does Haley know him from back in the day? Is Larry David a big Josh Allen fan?
You know what I think it is?
I like, who does Larry David know? But he was at the wedding, so I'm intrigued by that.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. This is my deduction. Okay, Larry David and Josh Allen probably play golf together.
Good. That's good. That's a good point, Josh. They probably do. Yeah.
Right.
They probably do.
Larry David's a New York guy. I'm sure.
And Josh is a member at the club in Rochester that the PGA Championship was at a few years ago. So maybe Larry comes in from New York. They play in Rochester. So yeah, that's probably it. Good job, Josh.
See, David, it all comes to golf, which we will get into in a little bit when we talk about stick. Okay. Jeffrey S. Oh, his daughter is probably friends with Haley. Oh, that's possible.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Well, Larry David at Josh Allen Haley Steinfeld wedding is the most Curb episode that I've ever heard. That actually would be a pretty good.
Would be a great. Maybe they were filming. Maybe. Oh no, Curb's done.
It's
That's
over.
right. They just did the last. That's
But
done.
what if, David? What if we had like it's like South Park, like every couple of months or like every couple of years, we just get like a 90-minute Curb episode.
I would love that. I hope he does that. I would love it.
Or even 60 minutes. Just give us a 60-minute one. I don't care.
Josh, since the last time we spoke, though, I've seen a few movies since then. Speaking of Haley, I saw that.
Hold on. Here, Joey Pedras says Haley's dad was his personal trainer, apparently. Was Larry David's personal trainer?
Oh, I don't know anything about Haley's family, so yeah, maybe must be a friend of the
Hal Steinfeld. What if they were all just named with H's, which is like Haley, Hal, Heather, Steinfeld. Okay,
but I was going to say she was fantastic. Michelle and I went to go see Sinners. Michael B. Jordan's big blockbuster film. Haley was fantastic in that movie. She and Michael, Josh was probably getting a little jealous watching that movie because Michael and Haley are getting down. So, but she was very good, very very good. Props to her.
I have heard things about this Sinners movie. Am I supposed to watch it?
No, that's not a Josh movie. No.
Okay.
Well, because I know you don't like the horror, and there's some. It's not like jump in your seat scary, but I don't know. If the music's fantastic. You might like the music. The music's really good.
But can I just get the album?
That's true. There you go. Yeah, get on Apple Music, whatever, Spotify, whatever you use. Yeah. Listen to that's true. That's true.
Okay. BHal26 says it's not too scary, Macuga. You'd like it, or it's not too scary. You'd like it, Macuga. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, everybody keeps talking about it. I mean,
it's very good. It's very good.
Anyway, David, welcome back. Yeah. It's great to have you. I miss you.
Great to see you again.
I mean,
since we've been gone for 2 months, there's been a ton of finales. We've missed everything. Andor, Last of Us, Mobland, Hacks, Studio, Your Friends and Neighbors. Just all these finales. Like it's just we just haven't talked about them.
Well, we have one little piece of news, and then we can get into actually talking about some TV. We knew this was it was going to happen. We knew that eventually the streaming war was going to be won by streaming.
Yeah.
As much as it pains my mother and father to know, because like I'll talk about a show and they'll be like, "Which one's that on?" And I'm like, "Well, it's on Apple Plus." Like, "Oh, we didn't get that." I was like, "You guys get it free with your iPhones. You get it free."
Yeah, for a year. Yeah.
For a year. So you just sign up for it.
Yeah.
Like, it's too much. I'm like, you signed up for Netflix. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
There is a lot. The news, it came out a little earlier this week, or maybe it was last week. Streaming has won for the first time, according to the Nielsen ratings ever. There was more people watching streaming services than cable and broadcast by a few percentage points. That's pretty big. That was big news. I mean, it's never happened since Nielsen's been monitoring it, and it's on now. Like streaming, we've always said streaming is king, but it is now king, queen, and everything. It is just it's all over. It's dominating. People are. I mean, I thought about it. I don't even really watch. I have YouTube TV. That's how I watch broadcast or cable. But honestly, the only time I really turn YouTube TV on, I watch a little local. I'm getting old, so I like to watch a little local news in the morning, just like local ABC, just the local news, not the national stuff. See what's going on in my neighborhood.
You know what, David? I could see you as a local news guy.
I do. I have my cup of coffee, a little breakfast, the local news for like 30 minutes, and I'm done. That's it. Sure. And then sports, which now, if you want to watch the NBA, if you have HBO Max, you can watch the NBA there. You don't need cable or broadcast. But then, of course, sports, football, basketball, baseball. That's like the only time I really watch broadcast. Or cable. I don't know. Everything's streaming. Even FX, I watch everything on Hulu.
It's true.
I don't really watch anything on my cable. Do I even need YouTube TV anymore? I don't know. I like it. I don't know.
The only thing that I really like is Golf Channel, and they don't really make it easy to stream. Like,
that's true. Yeah.
That's the only sport, because I will watch. I mean, even now it's like, I guess on Apple TV you can still stream most of the tournaments on places, but
because Peacock has if it's on NBC, it's Peacock, and then CBS, it's all Paramount. So
if it's because if it's ESPN, it'll go to Disney.
But ESPN has their own streaming service, which is going to be like $30 a month. I don't know. I know they have ESPN Plus, but they're doing some other big package for like $30 a month. So they want their own streaming thing. So
yeah, I mean, I get that. But it does. But don't you like? Isn't there a bundle here? B House Tony says it's the best. Same. It's like it needs to be easier to switch between streamers. Maybe just like channels.
True.
Agreed.
And then we're just back to like cable again. Like it's just like back to where we were. Yeah. I would say that's the most annoying thing about the streaming services you have. And this sounds really, really lazy of me. I'm complaining about streaming, but you have to like get out of the app and go into a different app. You can't just do like, like on YouTube TV, if you hit a button, you can do the previously watched. So if I'm watching Dodgers, I want to see Shohei pitch for the first time, and then I'm watching NBA playoffs, I want to see Pacers, Oklahoma City, I can just do previously on, or I can do like a split screen. But if you're trying to watch Netflix, you can't watch Netflix and HBO Max at the same time. I mean, you can't, it's different. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Mean, Jeffrey, ESPN Plus is bundled with Disney and Hulu. Like, I will say, ESPN Plus is not easy to navigate. Okay, it's not.
Josh, honestly, that's like the one service I haven't used much. I don't know much about it.
Disney is actually pretty easy to navigate when it comes to the sports. You just kind of see it. Hulu, I rarely go on anymore unless like something is a must watch and somebody tells me to, like, when Shogun or and when the new season of Always Sunny coming out soon.
Yeah. And Josh, if you have Disney and Hulu, you can watch all the shows. I just stay in the Disney app. So even if I want to watch The Bear, I can watch The Bear in Disney Plus if you have a Hulu membership. If you just want to keep everything in one place, you don't even have to go to Hulu anymore.
Yeah. MK Songbird saying kind of best is Hulu UI user interface sucks and newly updated Netflix UI is not great either. Kind of with you on the new Netflix, not easy. Just man, I feel like they just need to have on the side, like, just give me the letters, right? And then I know what show I'm looking for. There's got to be a way to make this more like channels. Right? When you turn it, you're like, let me scroll down, and it's in alphabetical order. And then if you like click on the documentary channel, it all pops up, kind of a thing. But I don't know. I'm basically saying it probably does exist like that, but I don't know, David. It's just
it's a lot.
It is a lot. It would. I don't know.
Okay. Everybody's asking to preach, Josh. But I think we're preaching to the choir right now. Everybody agrees. It's not easy.
Speaking of the Bear, that Springsteen trailer.
Yeah, looks good. Yeah. October. Okay. Just in time for the Oscar push. I'm sure it'll get all.
Who's
the Oscar.
Playing Springsteen?
Jeremy Allen White.
Oh,
the Bear. Yeah. Carm. It looks good.
Somehow the Instagram. Does it look good?
It does. It really does. Yeah, and you can tell it sounds like Chalamet. When Chalamet was doing Bob Dylan, you can hear Jeremy Allen White's voice. Yeah. Like, that I'm sure there's like a mixture of the real thing and then him, but you can hear his voice in it. So it sounds good. Yeah.
I mean, the Bear's back next week, MK Songbird says.
Yeah, all the episodes, Josh, everything, all at once.
Dropping it all. Is this the final season?
Yes.
This is the last one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
How's that go again, Josh? What is Springsteen?
1, 2, 3. That's my Springsteen face. So stupid, little kitty, man. Woo! Okay. Man. So I think somebody said July 9th, It's Always Sunny comes back. Yeah.
More TV to watch, Josh. There's more shows. They keep coming. They don't stop. It just keeps on coming.
Okay, it really there's not. Speaking of shows that keep on coming, our friend Candace King.
Yes.
It's not called We Were Soldiers. What's it called?
No, We Were Soldiers was the Mel Gibson movie several years ago, decades ago. This is called We Were Liars.
We Were
Prime
Liars.
Video. Yes, on Prime Video. Yes.
I mean, honestly, let's be honest. If the show has the word lie in it, we were soldiers. I know it's
Candace King and We Were Soldiers.
Oh man. Okay. No, we were liars. Okay, so here's your shows that have the word lie in it. And
yes.
They've all like done well. Okay. You got Pretty Little Liars. You got Big Little Lies. You got Pretty Liars Everywhere. No, Little Liars Everywhere, or is it Little Fires Everywhere?
Little Fires Everywhere.
Yeah, pretty close.
Close enough. Same thing. Yeah.
Lie to Me was the one that was actually like pretty good. True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then didn't they make a show with it? Didn't they make a True Lies show? MK Songbird. I swear to God, they made it.
Oh,
We
and then
are
tell,
live.
tell me lies. Tell me lies on Hulu.
Tell Me Lies on Hulu.
Uh-huh.
That's all I got so
You
far.
can't really go long. You can't really
Liar,
go
Liar.
wrong with the lie. If you have lie in your title, it's going to do pretty well. It's going to do all right.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
all right.
Leo
Liar,
saying,
Liar. Yeah, the Jim Carrey movie. That was a fantastic.
It's a great one. It's a great one.
Yes. True.
Leo, Vampire Diaries, Candace King? Question mark? Yeah. Yes, of course. Yeah. She's a very close friend. We were just with them, and she's engaged to Coach Ben from Steven Kruger is the actor's name, from Yellow Jackets, the coach that gets caught on the island with the girls.
Yes, I remember. Yes. Good for her. Awesome.
Yeah,
that's great.
He's a great dude too. We went to a wedding. It was one of the wildest weddings. Not like insane as in like the biggest party I've ever been to. Just I don't know if I should like tell the story on air, so I won't. I can tell you afterwards. But the amount of like, I don't want to say fame that was there, but the amount of talent that was at this wedding, musical talent at this wedding was insane. What Lies Beneath? There we go. Bing, bing, bing.
What Lies Beneath? Is that the one with Harrison Ford and Michelle Pfeiffer?
I don't remember.
Am I remembering that correctly? They might not even been in the movie. I don't know. I could be making that up. I can't remember. That's an old one.
Pfeiffer? Was that regarding Henry?
No. Well, regarding Henry's a classic. That's an excellent film. That's a tearjerker. No, this was like a thriller.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. Let's get started on some television, David. First up. Okay,
what's my list over here? There's a show called Andor that came out this year.
Andor. First things first, I had to text David. I probably texted you like 60 times about this show, being like, wait, is this the last season? Oh, they're not going to do it anymore?
There's not much left. There's the movie. You got to watch. You can go back and watch Rogue One.
That's what I'm saying. So like when he's leaving, and like it starts with like BBY, which is like the battle for Yondor.
Battle for Yavin. Yavin.
Yavin. Yes. Battle for Yavin. I mean, and then Ken is like, I was like, what's the I had texted Ken this too. I was like, what's the battle for Yavin? He's like, that's the beginning of Star Wars. I was like, which one? He's like, the first one. I was like, shoot. My bad.
First one, episode 4. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
The first one. Yes. So they're remember, like in the end of the show, they're mentioning Jane Erso, who's in Rogue. So that's where he's going. He's going to do that mission.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Yavin watching a lot of TV.
We have been watching a lot of TV.
Yavin be there.
We're just a little behind. We're just a few weeks behind, a month or two behind.
That's it. No big deal. Okay, this is the best. All right, so first of all, Andor is, and it's not close. Okay, it's the best show that Disney Plus has ever done. Okay. There isn't a better show. And I'm not including Bluey in that because Disney Plus didn't create Bluey.
No, they didn't create Bluey. That's not a Disney Plus original.
Okay. Yeah. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even, I don't like, besides like blasters and the occasional alien walking by when you're like, alien. Because most of the time it's just people.
It's a very human show. Yeah, it's a lot of humans.
Yeah, a lot of human interaction.
Mm-hmm.
It is like an incredible political drama.
Yeah, it really is. It's gorgeous too. Just like, I know all those backgrounds, it's all CG, but it looks, I don't know. It's one of the best looking shows ever to use that much special effects and look that good. It doesn't look cheesy or fake. Like everything's just, it looks like a movie. And I think this show, sure, B. Howe can look it up, was like 20 million an episode, something crazy. I think it might be the most expensive show ever made. Lord of the Rings of Power is the most, but it's close.
But it's in really the defense of Andor over, I was going to say in the defense of Yavin. In the defense of Andor, Lord of the Rings stunk, right? Like I did not like that show. I did not.
Oh.
Did you like it?
I'm a sucker for that world. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I do enjoy it. I look forward to it.
Because MK Songbird, $650 million budget.
$50 million.
That's not even like, that's not even a 16th of the Lakers.
That's huge.
That's gigantic.
Wow.
but Andor borderline perfect.
Yeah. I mean, it's so well done all across the board. I loved it. I was enthralled every episode. I was into it. I'm sad it's over, but I'm also glad they told the story they needed to tell. And I hope Disney Plus, because of the success of this show, like I was looking online, like New York Times, everybody's putting out their, best of TV so far in 2025. But we're at that halfway point. Maybe we can do that the next show we do, Josh. Best TV show so far. And it's on most people's lists. I mean, it's not just one of the best Star Wars shows on TV. It's one of the best shows on TV, period. I mean, it's fantastic.
The show was good when like Amanda was into it.
No, Amanda was watching it with you.
Not good, but like crossover-y, right?
Yeah.
That like she could watch it and get it. I mean, a lot of undertones as to into like modern kind of stuff that we're kind of going through right now, right?
Yeah.
It's again, my favorite movie in all of the Star Wars is Rogue One. Okay,
really,
I love it. It's my favorite one because, like, when they blow up Alderaan, I was like, I mean, there's no happy ending in this MF, other than the fact that we know that they're gonna go blow up the Death Star, right?
Right.
Eventually, we'll get there. I mean, they, all the people crying out at once. It's crazy. But there's a scene, and I think it's the end. I think it's the last episode. I can't, it's either the last or the second to last episode. I binged it pretty good because they all kind of like near the end. When she goes back to that safe house, and the one thing I did like was like each episode was almost like a year later. So like all of this stuff is happening, right? And question, is Jimmy Smits' character Bail Organa? Who is he?
So they had Benjamin Bratt,
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Over, but no, from the films, you're right, Josh. It was Jimmy Smits. You're right.
Okay, all right, got it. Okay.
Yeah. Also, Benjamin Bratt still looks fantastic. He looks I haven't seen him in a long time. I was like, oh, it's Benjamin Bratt. Looks good. Still looking good.
Dude,
yeah.
Guy's handsome as all hell. He's like Brad Pitt. They show these Formula One trailers, and when you watch Drive to Survive, right? All they keep saying is like, oh, Lewis Hamilton's too old to drive a NASCAR. He's like he's like 34. Brad Pitt's 60 years old, man.
He still got it.
Still got it. I believe it. I put him behind the car. Sign me up for Brad Pitt. I don't know if I really, based solely on the trailer, I don't know if I really like the plot line of it, that like he was a professional gambler that went broke. It's like, really? That's where we're going?
No, yeah. I just want to see the cars race around the track. I'm just excited to see that. Yeah. But I'm glad you liked Andor. I'm glad that you got excited about a Star Wars show.
Man. There's really nothing to talk about outside of loving it so much because it does end. It has an ending.
Yeah.
I will say, all things being equal.
Uh-oh.
There was a lot of like loose ends they didn't tie up per se. There was the husband. There was Mon Mothma's husband. He gone. Like they just like ignored him.
I think that was like a marriage of convenience. They weren't really.
The daughter and the other is gone.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the daughter. That's right. I forgot about her. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what happens to her.
Yeah. Right. They just kind of like forgot her. It's kind of like when the girl goes upstairs and never comes back. In like the sitcoms in the 80s, you know what I mean? Like, oh, we couldn't write that daughter in the show anymore. Bye. No, but the thing I wanted to get to was, and there's a scene where she goes back to that safe house, and the way that they dressed that safe house, remember? Because it was like year after year after year. That safe house just like kind of went to shit. It was leaking. Yeah. It was in disrepair, and she finds that old connect. Like just that scene. There was no talking in it really. There was no nothing. Her figuring out like where it was and all those things. It honestly tied the entire season really together in a very simple way that I thought was just genius kind of television. It's hard to put my finger on why I love that scene so much, but it was like super sad and super real all at the same time. Like when you're in that kind of a revolution and you're just constantly either on the move or like fearing for your life, nothing is ever clean. Nothing's ever happy. You're always just kind of there.
They're just barely getting by. And I love Stellan Skarsgård's character because he's like a true believer. I mean, he's just all in. He's like, whatever we have to do, if we have to kill this person, if we have to, do something shady, maybe that's not above board, but we have to get this done. And in the long run, it's going to pay off at some point. It was just really well done. I loved it.
Yeah, me too. Give a shout
out.
I'm
really curious about Josh, the transition though. I'm very. Oh, go ahead. If you want to read comment, go ahead.
Well, no, I'll just read a couple comments here.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Are we delayed? Am I missed? What? We got shout out to our buddy Alberto. He says, "Great to see you guys again." Big hello from Sweden. Darren Wright, curious to see if Alien Earth is any good. I've seen a trailer for that, and my interest level in it is less than 0. I couldn't care less about a show, but you
very excited.
Very excited. I feel like this might be a Severance situation where I'm waiting to see if the people I trust and love watch it, and if they do and love it, then I might go.
Okay,
if that makes any sense. Okay,
I'll let you know. I'll give you. I can't wait for it to come out. That's one of the most anticipated shows of the year. I just hope it's. I just need it to be solid, not perfect, just solid. I'm hoping it's a solid show.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What's next, David?
Well, I was curious talking about Andor finale and how just basically perfect that show was, how we all loved it. I was curious to see, what did you think of The Last of Us and how that ended? Because I don't think. Oh, yeah. Okay. I was curious. Yeah.
Hated it. It was like the finale of Walking Dead when they just ended on Glenn getting bonked in the head, or no, we don't know who got bonked in the head, so we have to wait a whole nother season to see who gets hit in the head with the bat full of spikes. I don't. Okay. All things being equal, take this with a grain of salt, David.
Okay.
I loved Bella Ramsey as the little girl in Game of Thrones. Okay.
Yes.
She was adorable. She was like, she had that thick accent, and she's like, "Oh, the people of Bear Island will not surrender." Adorable. I can't stand her in this show.
Yeah.
I don't like her. I don't like it. The teen angst is almost overdone. I'm just exhausted by her, and her girlfriend in this season, who is the girl from movie with Mark Wahlberg, Blended Family, where they adopt the 3 kids, him and Rose Byrne, whatever. She's great in that movie. She's great in this. Like, I like her way more.
She's having a moment. She's going to be in the new Superman movie.
Oh.
She was in the previous Alien movie. She's having a moment right now. Okay. Yeah, she's in a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Isabella Merced, thank you, MK. Yeah. I even like the boyfriend more, the baby daddy.
Yeah.
Right. I love Joel's brother. Love that actor. I love Joel. But we're anchoring the whole show on her, and I don't care. I really don't care if she lives or dies, because every decision she makes is the dumb one. Every decision. And now I know it's a video game and you have to keep going to get, and you got to kill. Is it Allie? Is that who she's killing, or Whitney or something? Who's she trying to kill? She's trying to kill Ellie. They should have cast Caitlin Deaver as Ellie. I was just going to say the same thing. It should have been the flip.
That's a popular. Yes. It's Abby, as Jeffrey S. says. Abby.
Sorry, Abby. Thank you, Jeffrey S. and MK Songbird. Because I gold jacket, green jacket, who gives a shit? Like, I honestly, man, kind of rooting for like the Wolves a little bit.
The Wolves, yeah.
Obviously I want to see the Scar people.
Yeah.
I mean, they got to go. Right.
I think that the issue too is they're splitting. So this season 2 followed the second video game.
Yeah.
And they decided to split the show in 2. So season 2, we got half of the second game.
Yeah.
So I think the ending for a lot of people, especially, I know I was watching with Michelle. She has no knowledge of the game, has no idea what that is.
Yeah. Me neither.
She's like, that's it. Like, that's all we get. And it feels very incomplete.
Totally.
And also, like, the way the game is, I don't want to spoil what happens.
I texted you right after. I was like, "Is that it?"
Well,
like,
in the game does the same thing. The first half of the game, or the first chunk of the game, you're playing as Ellie, and then the second half of the game, you're in the shoes of Abby, and that's controversial in its own. Which I'm not going to get into all that. That's a whole thing, but it is kind of jarring not because of the character of Abby or who she is, but just like you're so in the games, you're so enthralled with what's going on with Ellie that like, oh wait, now I'm Abby. Like, what is this? So like season 3, I'm not sure how long it's going to go, if they're going to split it into another season, but we're going to get Abby's point of view. That's why at the end it's like day 1 Seattle. So we're going to get the whole story from Abby's point of view. That's how the game is too, which is also but it's I just thought
less Ellie. Sign me up for season 3 then. If there's less Ellie, again.
Yeah, but what Leo says, I agree. I mean, Pedro. I mean, even though he's kind of in everything, he's like him and Walton Goggins are kind of in everything right now. I think Pedro's he was really good. I'm sad that it follows the game. He's gone. You're not gonna unless they show a flashback. We're not gonna get him again. But yeah, he was great.
Leo said, did you like the flashback episode? The flashback, those are the episodes I consider the bottles of the season. Yeah. And I think that you need bottles in a lot of shows. There's some incredibly famous bottle episodes in the history of TV, whether it's Pine Barrens or The Fly. Yeah. What's the other one that we love? Shoot. It was like a the underwater one in BoJack Horseman. There's another one. Look up MK Songbird. Give us some ideas of some great bottle episodes in the history of TV. I will say, in a show where there's so much at stake and the main people are like living on the edge and each episode needs to move it forward, to give us a bottle episode then, I didn't love. No. I would have loved if that was the first episode of season 1 or season 2. Sorry, of season 2. So that's when we start with the flashback and like where we are as far as like her attitude towards Joel, because it just starts and she's living in a friggin' garage and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, teen angst, yada, yada, yada. Okay. And then go forward. Right. I understand creatively why they do the bottle episodes. I mean, really and truly, the best bottle episode in the show is the Offerman one, right? Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah, because those guys won, or they were nominated for Emmys for like best guest appearance or whatever they were up for. Yeah, that was a fantastic episode. I forgot about that.
Daniel Sevilla, the Chinese restaurant episode of Seinfeld.
It's a good,
Seinfeld. Every episode of Seinfeld is a bottle episode.
Yes,
But if I was going to give the last, first of all, if you know anything about boats, David, you know that those outboard motors never start. And the fact that that boat has just been sitting in the water in Seattle and it starts right up for her after she cranks it twice, get the hell out of here. Okay, that was insane.
You know, Josh, I was going to say, you know what the issue is with the show? It kind of reminds me of Game of Thrones in the sense that Benioff and Weiss, when they first started Game of Thrones, the first season, especially the first season, they were trying to be so loyal to George R.R. Martin's vision in the books. They didn't want to stray too far away. But I feel like the series started cooking when they took a little more liberty and they kind of bounced around and they moved a little quicker and they sped some things up and slowed some other things down. And it got really, really good. I think The Last of Us is having that issue. It's trying to adapt it almost not word for word, but scene for scene, which I'm glad they're sticking to that because that's what fans love. They love those stories.
Yeah.
But I kind of wish they would have gotten a little more creative and done some different things that especially people of the story weren't expecting. I felt like it's too loyal in some ways. And it feels a little tight, a little stiff at times. Like it doesn't have a nice flow to it. And towards the end, I even though I'm a fan, I've played the games a bunch of times, even I was getting a little disinterested. I just wasn't, I don't know. That's hard to explain, but I feel like it was too loyal to the games.
I mean, really and truly, the highlight of the season is like the set decoration. And when that girl gets caught in the underground, when there's like all like the spores in the air and she's like, and like the spores are coming out of her face.
That scene's in the game. Yeah. That's a cool part of the game. Yeah.
That's what I was told. Is like when you are down there, you're like losing power. It's sort of like your power.
Yeah. That's a good scene. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. And BHL26 make a solid point. Jeffrey Wright's scenes are great. There's not enough of them. Jeffrey Wright is awesome. He's awesome.
Yeah. He's always good. Yeah. Always.
Yeah. All right. What else, David?
Another show, Josh, that I know you weren't into right away, but it seems like you warmed up to it was Mobland. Because when I first told you about like, Josh, watch Mobland, you watched and you're like, I don't know. And now, so what changed? What was it that brought you over to liking it?
You know,
I was very happy to hear that.
Oh, first of all, I loved it. Like Pierce Brosnan, kind of hokey at points, but awesome. Tom Hardy, after what was, some may say, it's just like meh in Taboo, right? Because that was like his last foray into television for the most part, right? And then there was that Twin Gangsters movie he did. What's up, Efren?
And then a lot of Venom. Then just Venom for the last like 7-8 years, all Venom.
Brutal.
Yeah.
To have him back in a role like this is awesome. I think I started it like wrong. Like I went into it wrong and like I wasn't paying close enough attention to it. And then I got I like one night just like I'm out of TV. I want to watch something. Everybody keeps talking about Mobland. And like a couple of cousins, you had said something about it. And so I started it, and that's when I just fell in love with it. I was like, yeah, this is awesome. Now, do I hate Helen Mirren the most of any character maybe in TV history? It's up there. She's up there with like Skylar and Breaking Bad. Like
she's just chewing that scenery. She's just every line. She's just, I mean, to be fair to Helen Mirren, she's earned it in her career. She's had enough success. She can kind of do whatever she wants. You know, if she wants to ham it up, she can ham it up. But she's almost like too much in certain scenes.
A little bit. I mean, you're not wrong. I was thinking the same thing. Yes. Yeah.
But I mean, Pierce is fantastic. I love the relationship. I'm blanking on everybody's name, but Tom Hardy, his character, and Pierce Brosnan's son. I forgot the guy's name.
Kevin is his name.
Kevin, that's it. I love their kind of brother, relationship. I really enjoyed that. To hear all the stuff that they went through.
I kind of wish, MK Songbird saying it best. Always good to see Patty Considine, who plays Kevin. I really wish I would have seen how they became like, I know why, they were in prison together, but I wish that there was a scene, like instead of Kevin killing the guard, like Tom Hardy like beats the shit out of the guard or like saves his life or something in that prison. Maybe we'll get that in season 2. Maybe something will come in season 2.
Right. They kind of tease the flashbacks. You don't get there. And I love the relationship with his family. Like Tom Hardy is so straight. He's just so straight here. Anytime something comes, he's just very calm and listens. He's like, and then he kind of like just responds. He never goes high, never goes low. I love his character here.
All right, listen, here's what we're gonna do. And he just lays it all out.
Yeah.
The series just, I guess it's hard to explain because it's not Sopranos. It's not Gangs of London. It's definitely not Gangs of London. I think Gangs of London, it's like better acting. I think Gangs of London with like a better plot, really. Just easier to digest. Our girl from Downton Abbey who plays Tom Hardy's wife.
Yep. Like Josh, that's a flashback scene I want to see. I'd love to see how those two, like, what was the first date like? How did that relationship happen?
Yeah.
And they keep teasing something that Kevin, like Tom Hardy might have had a fling with Kevin's wife because every time the women are in the room together, there's some tension there. She doesn't like, but Hardy, because she made a comment about, I'd like it if you were in my bed or stayed in my room.
Yes. Yeah.
But then he just looked at her and just left. He didn't even.
So, hi, Kate Van D. Good to see you. It's again hard to put my finger on it. You haven't seen Pierce Brosnan do much in a long time. It's always like he's always a good time on camera when you see him. But I found myself super engaged, and there was parts where I was like, all right, like that's a little insane, but and never was it out of the realm of me being like, oh, come on, right? So sign me up for more Mobland. I'm really glad that I did watch that show.
I don't know if anybody in the comments can say I haven't heard it being renewed yet. I don't think it's been officially renewed. I hope they do. I haven't heard season 2, but
me neither.
I want it to happen.
Yeah. All right. What's next?
I guess let's see how we're doing on time. Oh, we love time. Hacks is always good. I think Hacks has like found a rhythm that it could go on for 3-4 more seasons, and I'm fine with it. Like you turn it on, you laugh, you might get a little emotional, you might cry a little bit, but it's just I love those characters. I love that world.
Yeah.
I could watch Hacks for another 4 or 5 seasons. I don't think I'd be mad at it.
No, I don't think I laughed as much this season, but I still liked it just as much.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, And it just kind of goes to show you like the I don't know, like the writing of it all and the behind the scenes. There were some really great laughs and really good parts of it, but overall just enjoyed it. I don't think it's any better than the first few, and I don't think it's worse. I think it's all like you're basically writing a full Hacks movie that I'm totally into. There's not like a down part of it where I was like, I didn't really enjoy an episode, right?
Right. And the fact that I think, towards the end, I think we were worried that, is she going to like come to her side? Is she actually going to, protect her friend, even though she can be a really awful person sometimes? And, they did. They stuck together. So that's, that's all I need to see. I'm sold.
Our buddy MK Songbird, season 2 finale of The Rehearsal is one of the most insane finales of the year. I tried to watch The Rehearsal. I can't do it. Did
you watch the first season? I haven't even seen the first season.
I watched the first 3 episodes of the first season. And again, I couldn't stick with it. I really like Nathan For You on Comedy Central because I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know. It just wasn't for me. Maybe eventually I'll follow, but I don't think so. I'm sorry, MK Songbird. Anyway.
Josh, Darren was asking about what we thought of the Harry Potter. I think the news with the kids, the cute kids, I don't know who they are. They're unknown. Yeah. They look like Ron, Harry, and Hermione. Great. Yeah. I'm excited. I have my Harry Potter books in there. I love Harry Potter. I'm excited for it. But as far as the kids go, I just don't know anything about them. So I can't say much about the kids.
Yeah, I don't think I care. I love the Harry Potter books and I liked the movies, but I doubt I'll watch the show. I mean, maybe I will. Maybe that's how I introduced Rosie to. I don't know.
Yeah, because by the time it comes out, Rosie will probably be 5 or 6.
15, 18.
Yeah. 15, 18. Yeah, by the time I think they're going to do all the books, so one season per book. Yeah. It's going to be on for the next 10 years.
Right? Yeah.
Crazy.
Jeffrey S. Did Josh watch Landman? Jeffrey, yes. Where have you been?
Oh, yeah.
Months ago. It's one of the best shows of the year, and it's not close. All right, go ahead. David, what's next?
Oh, what are we doing now? Oh, a show I know for me fell off towards the end was The Studio.
What?
Like don't get me wrong. So I got to say this first. I respect the way that Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg directed the whole series. It's gorgeous. I love the tracking shots. But I can only, and I know this is Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, but I can only go through so many drug-fueled scenes where it doesn't land for me. Like all the stuff in the finale at the hotel, I wasn't laughing. I was kind of over it by the end. As good as it looked, as cool as it was watching them go through the casino, I don't know. I didn't feel anything. I wasn't laughing. I wasn't even cringing. I was just kind of like, I like the first couple episodes a lot more.
Yeah.
I mean, that episode 2, the oneer, where they're shooting that scene in the Hollywood Hills. That's
great.
But
that's great.
I don't know. By the end, it's just, I don't know.
It just kind of felt like it was the same joke for 10 straight episodes.
Right.
He's a loser. Nobody friggin' likes him. All he wants to do is make movies and people to like him. That's it. The one with the doctors was so absurd. That was the stupidest effing episode of all time. But and Darren saying Seth Rogen is not funny. There, I said it. I mean, he himself is not funny. I think he's been a part of funny things.
I mean, I loved Superbad. I know he wrote he and Evan Goldberg. I loved Superbad.
Again, I think he's super fun. I think he's an incredible writer. I really do. And I think he might be even a better writer, producer, director than he is an actor. His laugh really gets to you after a while because you can tell that he's I don't know. The Studio started as a 10 out of 10 for me and ended at a 5.5, 6.
Yeah. I mean, there were some parts of the Golden Globe episode that was kind of funny, the fact the cameos in the Golden Globe episode were crazy. They had a lot of people in that episode.
Holy shit. That was,
I mean, they had Quinta Brunson from Abbott, and it was, you barely saw her. She's just on stage saying something. They cut away from her. That was a lot of cameos in that one, but yeah.
Daniel Savuya, the homage to Weekend at Bernie's wasn't doing it for you. No, in fact, that was the dumbest thing ever. If Bryan Cranston got that messed up, he would just be passed out. Be passed out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway. All right, what's next?
Talk. You have to do this for me. Michelle watches it, but I don't. Talk about Your Friends and Neighbors. It's already been renewed for a second season. Is it worth it? What do you think?
Okay. Didn't love how it started. Didn't really care about anybody. I was like, a bunch of rich people that are bummed out. And then it got kind of good. Like there was a murder mystery to it, obviously, like the crime part of it, all those things, right? But there was nothing that in the finale, like the last scene and how it ends, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody, whatever, was terrible.
Oh,
Like it took me out of the whole show. Whole show. Everything he had said about anything and everything was like, I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. Like I should have known my life was spiraling out of control. And then he finally gets his life back. He's like, nope, going to keep fucking it up. Excuse my language. I was like,
oh no,
really, John? Like that's what we're going to do? That's
he doesn't change in the end.
No, does not change.
Same guy.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think it was in the middle with like how it worked out and all those kinds of things. I thought it was actually pretty cool. The murder mystery of it all. There was a lot of moving parts that had some cool endings to it, but the actual like main plot line did not do it for me, and it was kind of bummed out. Yeah.
Oh, it's too bad.
Yeah.
All right. Are you going to watch season 2?
Yeah, I'll watch season 2.
Okay.
I'll give it the first. I'll give it the first few episodes of season 2. See how it goes, and then if it like, you know, turns into something cooler than what I think it's gonna go, and, you know, it's sort of like it's really like how Stick is for me.
Okay. Well, that's the next show. Let's talk some golf sticks. So, Josh, I have not seen today's episode. I think today's Wednesday. Yeah. But I've seen the first 4. So for me, I like how the show started. I thought it was a great premise. I love the whole road trip thing with the 4 of them, you know, with Mark Maron and Owen Wilson and the mom and the son. Like, I'm down with that. Episode 4 with the girl showing up, the love interest, it kind of derailed it a little bit for me. And then like at the end, I can kind of see where the story's going. You know, he's paying her to do this. I'm sure he's going to find out. They're going to have a falling out. Like, you can kind of see where it's going, but I like the setup. I was sold in the first couple episodes.
I really did like the first like they released 3 in the like right off the bat.
First 3, yep.
Which I like, right? And Be How 26, Mark Maron crushing on the show as usual. Mark Maron's a great actor. He's great. Yeah. I even like the mom character a lot.
Yeah.
And the kid who plays Santee, he's not a great actor, but he's got a good golf swing. I mean, I say that he's not a great. He's just like, I don't know. He kind of takes me. He's always like smiling, but he's supposed to be negative. Like, I'm not believing him being. I don't know. But the overdoing of like the girl being non-binary, all the things where you're like, she's got every single thing, like the male this, I can't do this,
and she's vegan, and she's like
the wokest of woke. It's like all the wokes on top of each other.
Yeah.
Like, really, that's the way we were going with all this.
Right. She's more of a. I feel like she's more of a caricature than a real person. Like it's almost too much.
It's almost confusing. Like I don't know what's happening.
Because then in episode, then she takes his money and is like, oh, you're gonna pay me money? Oh, sure, I'll do it. Then I'm like, well, wait, where's all those values? What happened to all those strong values that you have? Where's that?
Yeah. This past episode wasn't bad. It ended pretty good. Now I'm even more confused about like, okay, is the plot going the way you and I thought it was going to go after 4? Is it going in a different way? Okay. I don't know, man. But I know this is like, there's one scene in the most recent episode that like brings me back a little bit to Owen Wilson. But up until then, like, you can tell that they have to zoom out when they have another golfer swinging a golf club.
Oh, right. Yeah. He doesn't have it.
Doesn't swing it.
Yeah.
And I don't really like him in the show. If that makes any kind of sense.
I mean, Owen, he does one thing. You know, he's been doing it since Wedding Crashers. I think I'm assuming the reason why we haven't seen much from him over the years is because maybe we saw too much of him for a while and he went away for a bit. But I agree, Jeffrey. Yes, about the character. Yeah. I like Owen. I mean, he's very charming.
Sure.
You know, he does one thing well, and he talks fast, and he's I don't know, but I've never. He's not dynamic. I'm not like, oh my gosh, I'm going to watch this because Owen Wilson. But
I just Stick is filmed nearby, so all of the great golf courses.
Oh, nice.
Scott Welsh, where would that be?
Yeah. I wonder if it's Canada,
Georgia?
Atlanta. It's always either like Canada, Atlanta, or
like Vancouver, Atlanta.
Yeah, somewhere.
I I like the road trip angle. Like I wanted a good golf show so bad, right? I love golf. I want a cool golf scripted show, but like, is the down on his luck pro that never did, is that where we had to go? Like, it's so tropic. Like that was the easy one. It's like, we're going to make a John Daly kind of a thing. And except, and then it's like, well, we got to make him lovable. So his kid dies of cancer. It's like, okay, sure. I'll give you that one. It's super sad. And like Judy Greer still loves him because they both went through a traumatic thing together. We probably won't see her. And then, the mom makes him get $100,000 to do it. There's just so many. Yeah. And then they bring in this crazy girl and like Mark Maron, and it just.
And I think too, Josh, I can't take credit for this because I want to say it might've been the Hollywood Reporter. One of their feature writers wrote this, that Apple has been doing they've been focusing a lot on sad dudes. You have Ted Lasso, Shrinking. Yeah. Now it's a lot of like sad male characters, 100%. but they're set in comedies, they're dramas. Yes. So I think what you're talking about, Josh, is especially on Apple, we're seeing a theme here. It's like, okay, this is another Ted Lasso like story.
Totally. And it's from the Ted Lasso guys, but it just doesn't have the same lovability as Ted Lasso. And right now, at least, it doesn't. Really
but I do love, because so many shows that we watch are an hour long. I love a good like 30-minute show. So I think that's why I'm sticking with it, because it's really easy to watch. It's over like that. It's just every episode.
No, I'm going to finish watching it because it's about golf. Because there is apparently a Will Ferrell show coming out where he plays like basically Craig Norman, and he starts in alt league, and he's like this hot shot kind of a dude. I don't know when that's coming out, but What's up, Will? Good to see you, buddy. We are Penn State. Okay, we got about 6 minutes left. Let's rip through this.
Josh, did you and Amanda watch The Better Sister?
No.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, Amanda did. Is that the one with Jessica Biel and
yeah, it's good. I mean, it's another, Jessica Biel, rich, sad woman, murder happens. We've seen the story before, but I really enjoyed it. They have great chemistry. Great chemistry. Elizabeth Banks and Jessica Biel as sisters. Like, when you see them together, it's like, sure, yeah, I could buy it. It's fun.
I never realized how much they look alike until they made this show.
They do. They really do. I'm like, I buy it.
I buy it.
And I buy it. And Corey Stoll plays the husband.
Yeah.
I mean, the cool thing is, like, they're both married to the same guy at one point. Or, so it's a good, if you like murder mysteries, if you like the Big Little Lies and Little Fires Everywhere, if you like that style of drama, it's entertaining.
Right on.
Josh, another show. I don't know if you watched. I told you, check out Duster.
Okay. I haven't done it. Is it good?
Yes, I love Duster. Might be one of my favorite new shows that's come out this year. I love Josh Holloway. I missed him. There's a great article in one of the trades where he talks about why he's been kind of just absent the last 8 years. He hasn't really done much. He said there's been a lot of scripts that have been given to him. He hasn't liked any of them. J.J. Abrams reached out. It's like, Josh, we have a role for you. What do you think? It's retro, the cars, like every episode's a little adventure. Okay. Like he's a wheelman. He's a driver. He's a wheelman. For Keith David, the legendary Keith David. And Keith David plays this gangster figure.
Sick.
Holloway's a driver. Yeah. And there's something that one of his brother got murdered years ago, and there's who did it, and that's the whole mystery. I don't want to spoil anything, but if you haven't seen Duster, I think it's kind of flying under the radar.
Apple?
It's Max.
Oh, it's Max. Okay.
Yeah.
I have seen it pop up. All right, Duster's next on the list. I'm in.
Yeah, you'll dig it, Josh. And every episode just has like a little side adventure. There's I don't want to say too much, but check out Duster.
Okay, love it. All right, what's next?
Murderbot. I know, Josh, you haven't watched that. Robus. We kind of talked about that already. It's a lot of fun. It's a comedy. Josh, I'm watching a comedy. You got to be proud of me. I'm watching a comedy.
It took robots to get you into a comedy, David.
Robots get me in the comedy.
Sci-fi comedy for David. A SciComm. Com? No.
A SciComm? Ooh.
SciComm.
SciComm. Yeah. Based off the book series by Martha Wells. A lot of fun. Love Alexander Skarsgård. It's a fun show. A show that's not fun. The narrow road to the deep north.
Okay.
Not a fun show. But I think it might be, if we're going to do a list of best shows of 2025 so far, this would be on there.
Really?
It's 5 episodes, World War II, but it mostly focuses on not so much the global conflict, but a POW camp.
Oh.
And it focuses on the Australian side. So you have the beautiful, the heartthrob Jacob Elordi, however you say his name. He's like 6'7", however tall he is, giant guy, Jacob very handsome. Very good actor. I saw him
Okay.
in Euphoria. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
he's pretty boy. He's very good in this. He's
Okay.
very good.
Right on.
I'm sure he'll be up for some awards. It's a good show. It's 5 episodes and you're done, but
Okay.
it's a tough show to watch. There's torture. There's people starving to death in this POW camp, but really well done. One of my favorite shows this year.
All right. All right.
Prime Video.
If
And then there's some British stuff. What do you say, Josh?
You said it's one of your favorites. I got to put it on the list.
It is. It's very good. Then I'll just skip through this real fast. There's a couple of British shows, Miss Austen on PBC Masterpiece in the States, and Sherlock and Daughter, a CW show.
Sherlock and Daughter?
I know, Sherlock and Daughter. It's not bad. It's not bad. I haven't watched a CW show in years. I think maybe since like season 3 of Flash or something.
I was going to say since Arrow. Arrow and Flash. Whoop, whoop.
It's not bad. I'm not saying run and go see it, but it's not bad. But Josh, we know we're almost running out of time. Josh, you finished Severance. I want to hear your thoughts on Severance. That's the big news here.
Man, talk about maybe 2 of the best season finales in the history of TV. Season 1 and season 2 finales are bang on television, like unbelievably well done. Mm-hmm. Such a creepily done show that it's hard to explain how long it took me to watch it and be hooked. But once I was, it changed my whole perspective on shit. Right. And I love that show.
It wasn't too far out for you?
No, because it started to honestly like make sense.
Oh,
like, do you know it? Not like it started to make sense in the fact that like, okay, clearly this is a play on like a weird version of Scientology, right? Like that's what one part of it is like this thing. But the other part is just like, would you want to be severed? Like what would it take to make you want to do that? And then once you're in it, there's certain episodes where he's like, I wonder what my Audi is like, right? What's it like out there? We don't know because their whole things I don't know, for whatever reason, I thought every character worked. I don't know. It's just weird enough that I was entertained by it and not too weird that I was taken away from it. Except for the goat people, I didn't really understand that.
I don't know if I understand the goat people. I don't know what their job is because they seem, because like the group, with the main characters, for all intents and purposes, they seem fairly normal.
Yes,
like regular folks. But the goat people, they're like, I want to see them. I want to see their Audis. I want to see what their Audis are like. Like, are they like that? Like I don't know. But again, there's so many things they can talk about. I just hope, my only fear with the show is that it's just going to go off on all these different pathways and we're never going to, I hope they wrap it up. I hope that it doesn't go too long.
I was going to say, I think this show has 3-4 seasons, maybe. I hope not more than 4.
Yeah, I agree. I think it does need to be like a 6-7 season show. It'd be too long.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're caught up though. That's huge.
I know. I loved it. Now I'm excited for a season 3, 100%. I'm glad that I did get to it because now I feel like I have joined a part of pop culture that I was remiss before. Jonathan Peck, thank you for the super chat. Not a TV related question, Josh, but will the Steelers finally have a losing season and finally get a true franchise quarterback in next year's draft in Pittsburgh? No, I would say we'll probably go 10-7, maybe 11-6. I think Aaron Rodgers is actually going to be pretty good. We'll never have a losing season, and trying to get a franchise quarterback in the draft is an absolute crapshoot. We've gotten lucky twice in the history of our franchise, and that's more than most franchises can say. Us trying to like have a losing season to hopefully get a quarterback that might be great is really tough. I don't even know. We don't even know if these quarterbacks that are supposed to come in next year are going to be as good as everybody says. You got to play football one season at a time now in the NFL. I don't think it's impossible to build for the future with how the NFL works now, unless you have a franchise quarterback. And if you don't have it, you're constantly looking for one. And to hopefully bank on one from a draft, I think is a really stupid plan. Yeah. That being said, it would be cool to have a low pick, but it would also suck to have a losing season. And you with how health works in the NFL, you really have to hold on for dear life. And that's where we are right now. We get an aging defense. I could go on about this forever. Anyway.
Oh, Josh, I gotta say, TV talk related. One thing we missed: the Buffalo Bills are going to be on Hard Knocks.
Whoa!
Hard Knocks for the first time.
Whoa!
Yeah, for the preseason, for the training camp. That's huge. Buffalo's never been on Hard Knocks before.
That's incredible.
There was a rule too. So Buffalo's been in the playoffs a lot, and there was a rule that playoff teams could, say no to Hard Knocks. They didn't have to do it, but I guess at the owners' meeting this year, now playoff teams, Chiefs, Ravens, Steelers. Steelers have already been on there, but they can't say no anymore.
I know.
So they're going to do the Bills.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay.
Also, we got Bills Steelers November 30th. Bills Steelers November 30th.
I think I'm going to
Heinz Field.
Oh, I think I'm going to.
It's a 4:25 game, so that means it's probably going to be Romo and Nance.
Oh,
I don't know, Jim.
I don't know, Jim. Here we go. All right, we got a couple more. Let's rapid fire them.
Whoa, what are we doing? Sorry, I got excited by the football. What's Tires? What is that?
Oh, Tires. Okay, it's the Shane Gillis show, stand-up comedian. It had a season 1 was last year. He funded the whole thing himself. Season 1, Netflix bought it from him, but he shot the whole thing on his dime and then sold the show to Netflix. Got a boat for season 2. David, when I say this in all seriousness. This might be the funniest show in the history of Netflix. It is as funny as it gets. It is insane. It's hilarious. It's on par with Detroiters. It's on par with It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's on par with.
It's not a comedy special. It's a show.
It's a show. It takes place in a tire store. In outside Philly. Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm adding it to my list now. Josh, we got to watch too. There's this show called Department Q.
Oh, it's awesome.
With Matthew Good. Oh, you've already watched it.
No, we didn't finish it. We're 3 episodes in. Highly recommend it. You will love this show. It's so British, it'll make your head spin.
Oh, yeah. Yes, very good. Very good.
Yes, yeah.
And lastly, Josh, The Mortician. Did you get to check it out?
So I'm 1 episode in. Boy, is it creepy.
Creepy.
Yeah.
So I lived in Pasadena for those of you who don't know. And The Mortician is a documentary of this guy who was burning 10, 20, 30 bodies at a time. He owned a cremation business. Not supposed to do that. Against the law. Was in prison for several years. He's out. Now they made this documentary about his life. And it's insane. And since I was in Pasadena for so long, it takes place in Pasadena, California.
Okay, yeah, it's right by your old house.
All the landmarks. Yeah. But it's really well done. But it's just a weird story. It is creepy.
Whoa, highest watched docuseries on HBO in over 5 years.
Really?
Yeah, it is. It's creepy. Wow. It's got some things.
Wow.
I think that's it. That's it.
We made it through everything. Yeah.
Holy moly. Look at us, Dobby. It's been 2 months. Too long. Hopefully we can do this again in a couple weeks. It's always just great to talk TV with you, my man. And it's great to see everybody in chat. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for being good people. David, before we go, what is your...
I'm going to stick with what we just talked about. It's going to be The Mortician. I haven't seen a documentary like that in a long time. I finished. It's only 3 episodes. They're all out. The finale just aired this past Sunday. I would binge it, check it out. It's worth it. It's very good.
I am going to do my of the week is 100% Tires with an honorable mention going to The Gilded Age, which starts on Sunday. Go back and watch it. If you haven't watched it, do a little binge. It's kind of I don't know. It's good. It's just good. Just good.
Very good.
Like I said, Tires is the best comedy that Netflix has ever done. You cannot put Detroiters on that because Detroiters started on Comedy Central. Okay. And then Netflix then did buy it. Netflix, and I don't want to say I think you should leave as a series. I think you should leave as a sketch show. Very different than this being an actual scripted comedy series. But it's on another planet. They pull no punches. It is offensive. It's in all the funny ways. It's not it's just idiots being idiots, and it's highly entertaining. Yes.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna watch it, Josh. I'll talk about it next time. I'm gonna watch another comedy, another one.
It's 30 minutes episodes, David. It's really quick.
I'm gonna watch it.
It's funny. For David Griffin, Josh Macuga, call somebody, text them, tell me love and matters. It's ways to love than hate. Find the good. Put down the book. Pick up the remote. See you when we see you. And this is the part where I hit end stream and we kind of keep talking.